Hey everyone, it's John again. Thanks for tuning in to another one of my videos. Now, I haven't got to the last part, number 3 of RTH, failsafe RTH. This video is something I thought I needed to throw in between. This one is something I've seen over and over and over again in the forums that I'm in about the Mavic. Okay, well, this is about the Lexar 16 gigabyte SD card that's included in your Mavic Pro, the one that comes from the factory. Now, as you all know, there's been a lot of controversy. Hey, this thing won't record 4K video. My pictures didn't come out right. My video is stuttering, all these different problems. I can tell you that when people write that the Lexar card is not fast enough to do 4K, or that it's not adequate enough to do 4K video, or whatever you want to record with it, hey, they're wrong. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to show it, and I'm going to prove it to you that they're wrong. I've been using it for a long time. I do have a couple of other cards. I do have a Sandisk Extream Pro because the Lexar is only 16 gigabyte. But anyway, that's getting ahead of myself. I'm in another hotel room traveling. I'm in downtown Chicago, and I thought it was important to get this video out. So I'm going to go over there, sit at that desk in my hotel room. We're going to talk about this Lexar card. I'm going to show you exactly what it can do and how capable it is. Okay, so let's go take a look at the Lexar card. So what we're here to talk about is the Lexar card. Here it is. I took it back out of the drone, and it's a Lexar 633X 16 gigabyte micro SD card. Now, what I want you to see first, so you understand this, is we're going to pull up the specifications on this card. So here are the specifications. Take a look at this. Now, take a look at what Lexar actually says about their cards. Designed for your sports camera, tablet, smartphones, etc. Lexar high performance 633X micro SDHC cards, okay, can transfer 1080p, 3D, and 4K video, as well as the highest quality movies, photos, songs, etc. So now let's take a look at a speed class rating chart. On the top right, you see that it says minimum sequential write speed. Look down that column till you see the 10 megabytes per second. M, big B, big means megabytes. Okay, now look at the second column, speed class. You'll see under the 10 megabytes a section, you'll see it says 10, speed class 10. UHS speed class is number 1, and video speed class, which is a new speed class they've now come out with, is V10. So basically, we are the number 1. And why are we the number 1? Take a look at the card. Here's a picture of our card, and take a look when we zoom in on it. Right there, we are a U1 card. Our Lexar 633X is a U1, and it writes at 10 megabytes per second. Now, here we go looking at a different chart that looks at it from the perspective of video. Here you go at 4K UHD. In that column, you can see that a number U1, a U3, along with all of the V classes there, a C10, and look in the fine print here, it shows you that the frame rate, frames per second, is 60 and 120 frames per second, even in 4K. The Mavic can only do 60 frames per second in 4K. But needless to say, the Mavic is more than capable of using the Lexar included card. Now you may be saying, John, here, you're just giving me a whole bunch of numbers. What does that 10 megabytes per second mean? Okay, so you see the 10 megabytes? We have determined that our card is a UHS speed class number 1, and it can record or write at 10 megabytes per second. What does that mean? Let's take a look. Well, if you look here at the user manual for the Mavic Pro, if you look down right there, it says the video storage bit rate is 60 megabits per second. That's where the confusion's coming in. A big large M with a small b is megabits. A large M with a large b is megabytes. So the Mavic can throw out the video to the video card
at 60 megabits per second. We've already determined that the video card that's included, the SD micro card that's included, can record or write at 10 megabytes per second. Well, all we have to do is convert megabits per second to megabytes per second, or vice versa. Let's do that and see what we come up with. Well, look at this. Megabyte per second, 10, we know that the card can do 10, equals 80 megabits per second, and the Mavic Pro user manual even shows it right there, video storage bit rate. The rate at which it can store or throw out that video is 60 megabits per second. So we can write at 80 and the Mavic can only give us 60. So the card, the Lexar card, is perfect. There's nothing wrong with using a Lexar card. Now, I will point out that I mentioned it earlier in the intro that 16 gigabytes is not a real lot of storage space when you're trying to record 4K, 2.7K, 1080p. So I would recommend getting a larger card. But, if you're not doing that much and you're going out and just flying a little bit, hey, you don't have to go out and spend the money right now. But if you are going to upgrade and get a larger card because you want more storage capacity, not because the card does not work, then go ahead and upgrade and get yourself a bigger card. I'm going to place a link down bottom. I like the Sandisk Ultra. You don't need an Extreme Pro. The Sandisk Ultra records at 15 megabytes per second. Okay, and 15 megabytes per second is even more than the Lexar card. It gives you about 100, I think it is, if you calculate it out. It gives you about 100 megabits per second, so it's more than capable, and it's only, I think, $21 for 64 gigabytes. I'm going to put a link down below to that and a couple of other cards. If you'd like to get it, support my channel, click on the link. It'll take you right to Amazon, same price. I appreciate it. Safe and fun flying.